So I've been seeing these videos about men not showing up to these singles events, and I wanted to give my 2 cents. I think the main reason we have a problem with men not showing up to these events has to do with marketing. You're not marketing towards the men. The men that you want to show up to these events aren't showing up because you're not marketing towards them. You're marketing towards women. You got the women showing up. Now you need to cater it towards getting the men in there. I think all of this is a result to the club kind of like business model. If you have a club and you want to get guys to spend money, you invite a bunch of women. Let women get in free, guys will show up, spend money at the bar, pay to get in, buy girls drinks, things like that. Now this is a little bit different though. We have singles events. Women are going to these events trying to find guys. So the dynamic is literally switched. So you can't rely on the old business model of women get in and men will follow, because it's not that same dynamic. I think also you need to kind of like tailor the event to appeal more to men. You know what I'm saying? If you got a singles event and it's a flyer with pretty flowers and hearts and stuff like that, a bunch of guys not going to show up to that event because it looks like something specifically for women. It's like asking why young boys aren't getting Barbie dolls. It's not going to work.
Why are men avoiding singles events?
Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend.
Hey girl, what's up?
Hey girl, nothing much. What's up with you?
Girl, I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
I heard about your last online dating experience.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, girl. Crazy.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with these dating apps.
I feel you. Well, I actually have an event for you to go to tonight.
For real? Where is it?
It's gonna be at my church. What?
Not
Girl,
going.
why? It's
No.
gonna be a lot of single dudes there.
Lies.
I am not lying. I'm for real.
Nah, I ain't messing with you, because the last time you invited me to your church's singles event, it was all women there. Girl, might as well have been a ladies' night or something.
We had a good time the last time, remember?
What I remember was that we spent half the time praying for husbands when the husband should have been there that night at the event. No.
You're
I'm
being
not doing-
dramatic. It was a few dudes there.
It was 3 guys there, and 2 of them were there with their girlfriend. And then the other one was there with his wife. At a singles event.
It wasn't that bad. I'm telling you, it's gonna hit tonight.
Many women have threatened to demand a refund because the hyped singles event they paid for was a total flop and failed to achieve its aim, as there were no men in attendance. The women are pissed off that the singles event they had planned and prepared for weeks, carefully picking out a dress and applying perfect makeup for the occasion, turned out to be just them and the organizers staring at themselves. There are no men at singles events anymore.
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as The Truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend. Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
I have noticed that men avoid singles events for countless reasons. Singles events have turned out to be a ridiculous waste of time, where men are bombarded with rejection and disappointment, leaving them even more frustrated. Singles events are a good waste of time, just like online dating. Men were going crazy from the rejection streaks, so they just chose to avoid it and stick to the organic method of meeting women. Men steer clear of these events for numerous reasons, and one biggie is that singles events present men as average and at the mercy of women. Singles events are an awful place for men who want to present themselves as high value. The truth is that there was a time when a singles event was worth it. Many men found their wives at singles events, but those women were not there because they were leftovers. They were there because that was one of the means of getting to meet men. Singles events are not what they used to be, because modern women have several ways of meeting men, many more in fact. The fact that these women can't get a man from all the easy and regular means available draws us to the conclusion that they are leftovers. Let me paint you a picture of the kind of women who grace these singles events. These women are out of choice, but the crazy thing is that the women who are out of choice still believe they can be picky about men.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend.
This is a great conversation, and the answer is rejection. You see, if you had a singles event, let's just say you brought in 100 women and 100 men, without having some kind of preference checklist for them all to meet before coming there, you're going to have a majority of women be attracted to a minority of men at these things. So majority of men already know they're going to be wasting their time, and it's just going to be, just rejection after rejection after rejection, while this minority of men are being fought over by all the women. And men experience this while going out to bars and whatnot. They see it happen all the time. So that's it. That's the biggest reason, is just rejection. So it's a waste of time for them. So hope that helped.
The kind of rejection and humiliation men face at singles events is unmatched. Women show up thinking they deserve to take home the best guy, the one who stands out the most. Think about it. If there are 6 men to 8 women, and the majority of the women are only interested in a couple of the men, what happens to the rest of the guys? And these women, mind you, aren't even worth mentioning. Yet they still think they deserve the top man. An average young guy can go to these events and leave utterly discouraged about dating, because the women he talked to found him less interesting than the guy behind him, who is standing at 6 foot, appears rich and well built. This is the idea. Singles events were initially a frustration for men, which led to the reduction in the attendance of men up to the point of 0, which is the reason why women are frustrated now. I discovered that many of these singles events are free for women to attend, which means men are basically paying to be rejected. It is the same way clubs and bars give women free drinks, just to ensure that men come to the bars. Talking about the fact that men have to pay to be in those events, and yet are presented with women who are not up to par, is another reason why men don't show up at singles events anymore. Men would never approach the women they meet at singles events on a normal day, which does not cost them anything. Plenty of the women at singles events are divorced, single mothers, and women with lots of emotional baggage. There are no young women at the singles events. They are still exploring their choices. We will find them at singles events if they run out of options like their older sisters. I think dropping hundreds of bucks just to pick the best of the leftover women is a terrible investment. It's a waste of money and precious time.
Single events where singles go to meet other people are the worst, because that's pretty much just the leftovers and the completely hopeless people that have 0 values and 0 standards, They just go there in hope that they find someone that they can date. Single groups, single Facebook groups, single markets, dating apps, like all of these things are where the singles with no standards go to and never get anything. That's the worst place to meet high quality women.
Another reason why men stop going to singles events is because the women there are all about finding a man who can meet their standards. They don't mind getting married in the next 3 months. They are under pressure to find a man. They need to drop a baby or 2 before their fertility window closes. They need to get a man because dealing with their kids and their jobs is stressful. They need to get a man to cure their loneliness as fast as possible. So, singles events are full of women who don't need a man. What they need is what a man can do for them. They are women who say, "These bills are choking me, I need a man," or, "If I don't get a man fast, I will end up lonely." They are looking for men to fulfill what they want as quickly as possible. This is why the next reason is crazy. The women at singles events do not have plans to be what men need: traditional wives, supporters, and fantastic mothers. It's none of those things for the women. Have you wondered why they are leftovers and divorcees? That's because they are not excellent partners or wives. No one lets a good wife or partner leave their side, in a world where a good woman is 1 in 1,000, and no good woman leaves a man due to flimsy excuses. These are the women who might not believe in the traditional values of a woman, and think that men should not place demands on them in the 21st century. Yet, they are at these events looking for a man who still believes in the traditional values of a man, so that their needs for a partner can be met. These are the reasons that men have found out, and why they logged out of singles events. This pisses me off about guys that still go to singles events, because it screams that they can't land a date the normal way. It is a show that men are desperate, scraping the bottom of the barrel, praying for a miracle at these events. It's time to step the hell up and start acting like the men we're supposed to be, instead of groveling for scraps at singles events. Let's get one thing crystal clear right from the start. Attending singles events is an awful way for a man to look for a partner. You shouldn't be boxed in and limited to a pitiful selection of women. As a man, you should have the authority to choose the woman you want, based on your own standards. You're the ruler of your world, and you should pick your queen on your own terms, not from a lineup of available women. When you go to singles events, you're stuck sorting through the dregs of what's available, and even then, you might get rejected and disrespected by these leftover women who have the nerve to show up. That's all for today on Manhood. You might also like my previous videos. Don't forget to hit that like button, click the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. Share this video with whomever you would like to watch it. Thanks for watching.